Happy Friday, Buffs. What's going on up there in Boulder, Colorado? We've got some fun stories to talk about today. First off, we've got to address trying to understand why in the hell is Oregon having their people talk about Travis Hunter and campaign for Ashton Jeanty? I don't know. It appears that they want those clicks and all that attention that they were talking about last year, but I digress. We'll talk about that. We'll show you the videos. This happened on ESPN Live yesterday, and when I got wind of it, I was like, yep, I'm going to drop something Friday, and we'll talk about it. Also, On3 dropped their true freshman All-American team, and guess what? It's a couple of buffs on that roster, and so we're going to jump into that as we're in the major time of campaigning for the Heisman. So let's talk about it here on the prime time for college football. First off, this shocked me that the Oregon Duck decided to pull up to the Pat Mcafee show, and I don't understand why Colorado was even in their mouth, right? I understand last year they played against each other, and Dan Lanning had to hype the guys up, and we're not here for clicks like, Colorado and everything and all of that. And I mean, now they're undefeated. They're playing in the Big Ten championship game, but they keep Colorado in their mouth. Let's take a gander at this video, and y'all tell me what y'all think.
I agree. I thought he does not. Older generation like you guys?
Give him a hug. Tell him to give him a hug.
Is it because Oregon beat Boise?
Heisman
said he got a Heisman.
He said, Ashton Jeanty,
right,
you think he deserves it? Maybe. Travis Hunter's going to win it, but Ashton Jeanty had a hell of a year, obviously. Hey, Duck, you go to Dan Lanning's team meetings whenever he's describing what he's going to do, whether it's Gladiator thumbs down or it's Inglorious Bastards bashing skulls in like he did against Washington. What's this week's message? Do you know? Is it duck hunt? No, you won't say anything.
Mom is the word.
Okay.
What if you saw him in the back of Dan Lanning's passionate speeches?
Snaps ain't a stat, though.
Oh, so he doesn't like Travis.
Whoa. 114 plays a game. Snaps ain't a stat. If you're doing over 100 of them, Doc,
God, he went
how many miles did you fly here?
The hell?
How many miles were you able to fly? Yeah.
Quite a shot there.
Unbelievable.
Quite a shot.
Snaps ain't a stat, though.
I kind of like that.
That is
The duck chick's been sitting there in his nest.
Yep.
Listen to all the conversation.
I don't understand it. Y'all tell me. Why? Oregon played Boise State this year. Ashton Jeanty had a solid game in there, but what's the point and the value of doing that? Like, what's the value of tossing shade at Coach Prime and tossing shade at Travis Hunter? Like, what value does that give to Oregon? They don't even have. They've got Dylan Gabriel, who's in theory in the Heisman race, but what's going on? He's at the bottom. The four on there is Travis Hunter, Ashton Jeanty, Cam Wharton, and Dylan Gabriel. And I like Dylan Gabriel. Watched him play for a few years here at Oklahoma. And I like him a lot. But I don't understand what's the point of taking shots at Travis Hunter? I guess they're trying to prop up Dylan Gabriel. Are they trying to prop up Ashton Jeanty? I don't know. But y'all ain't play each other. And you talking about snaps are not a stat. You just literally, we talk about how many snaps somebody take. That's legitimately a statistic that's kept track of. And nobody's going over 100 snaps like Travis Hunter. He's doing it on both sides of the ball, too. Rated highly in two positions. Not one, but two. That doesn't negate what Ashton Jeanty is doing. He is the highest rated running back to play in a while, and so he deserves his props and respect. But at the same time, Travis Hunter is doing something we've never seen before. Y'all have heard me preach that on here. That's kind of the point of the Heisman Trophy, is for dudes that have done stuff that we've never seen before. They get those awards. Like, we've had two running backs already that's had higher numbers than Ashton Jeanty, and they didn't win the Heisman. Now, Jeanty's going to get an opportunity to add more games to it and hopefully pad the stats more, but he's going to have to do it this weekend and win. If he don't win, he's not going to make playoffs. If they do win, then he'll have to do it in the playoffs. But why are we out here? I just don't understand why Puddles feels the need to go on Pat McAfee and do that unless you're really looking for clicks. And it's what it feels like Oregon is doing. They sent him there for the clicks. That was the whole point. For the clicks and the fame and the social media. And everything that Dan Lanning says they're not trying to do. But I digress. Let's talk about some cool stuff that's happened with the Buffs. Something that Coach Prime has done that no one thought he'd be able to do. We're all concerned about Travis Hunter, Sheduer Sanders, and Sheduer Sanders, and all the seniors that are about to bounce out of Colorado. So everybody's like, yeah, what Colorado going to look like next year? Well, Colorado had two guys, not one, but two, on the on-3 true freshman All-American team. And they're the only team to have two guys on the offensive side of the ball, and only one of two teams to have two guys on the team overall, which, here it is. You've got Jordan Seaton as well as Cash Cleveland, both on the offensive side of the ball. The only other team to do it is Oklahoma, Jaden Jackson and Eli Bowen. But they got two dudes on here as true freshmen All-American. I'm sorry, there's a third one. I forgot that South Carolina has one on offense and defense. Always, that black and red always just gets me, but I digress. That's huge. That means that the offensive line appears to be solidified with your anchors here, and then you're bringing in this class of 25, bringing in probably some transfers because there is a lineman, the one from Liberty, that appears to have interest in Colorado. He's one of the many players, and we'll have a list of those for you later today. That is Jordan White. He's visiting Colorado this month, and he's one of the highest rated interior offensive linemen on PFF. And we got to talk about just how much of a genius Coach Prime is. We'll dive into that a little bit later. But the fact that you've got those guys going as All-Americans, huge, huge. Let me know what y'all think. Hop in the comments. And lastly, we see that I've started the Travis Hunter campaign in New York. SMAC, his management company, Management Entertainment, they got some billboards going up in New York, and you can see these bad boys from their Instagram accounts. Pretty dope. Denver Buffs Twitter account posted it, or X account, whatever, Xbird. And they've got all the videos up. It's pretty cool that they got a Billboards Boost Mobile, then put all the billboards up for Travis, and rightfully so, man. Get that man his award. Doing it on both sides of the ball. Get that man his award. And we just gonna hope that, they actually consider the fact of how good our guy is and give him the award that, we all feel like he deserves, because he has been balling out. You can't beat the numbers that the young man has put up. Don't really know anybody else that's playing both sides of the ball, because you can't name anybody. That's kind of the point. You ain't naming nobody else that's playing both sides of the ball like that. This man has a receiving grade of 88.3 and a coverage grade of 90. Top in corners, fifth in wide receivers. Who's doing it on both sides of the ball? Talk to me. Y'all not going to be able to tell me anybody because nobody else is doing it. That's what Travis Hunter does. So, y'all think he's winning the Heisman? Let me know what y'all think. We would love to hear from you all. All right, we're waiting on bowl games. Like I said, I have video on some targets that I know that Colorado's going to be after and players that are interested. The list is actually starting to pick up, and I love to see how that goes down. So, make sure you go let that one guy know. Puddles, about why he hating. Y'all can go hit him up. And we'll chop it up soon.